And joining me now is the editor-in-chief of Raptors HQ, Chelsea Leite. Thank you very much, Chelsea, for joining us today.
Of course.
And a good day, I'd say.
Yeah, very exciting.
What do you like about this? What does this mean for the city and the country?
Oh man, it's just one, it just proves that the WNBA is growing, that women's basketball is growing. And I think just like women's sports in general is becoming, not just this fad that is, a moment in time, but a movement and just like a normal part of culture and community. And to bring that to Toronto, that has such a rich culture, community when it comes to sports, and just a place to be, I think is really exciting. I think Toronto's always been up there in terms of, a sports city, and that's no change for women's sports. We've seen that with the PWHL, we've seen that with women's soccer, women's basketball when we've had the opportunity, and so it just means that we're just furthering that excellence and inserting ourselves in this incredible community.
This is a big boost for the city. I was looking at, there's headlines from across the world talking about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a global movement. Basketball has become such a global sport. You see that with, not only the Raptors, but with worldwide basketball, the fact that MVPs are now so often international. You see that with Masai Ujiri's Giants of Africa program and all of that. And so to be able to bring women's basketball to all of those underserved communities as well is just really exciting. And it just shows that there's an appetite for it, not just in the United States, everywhere, because time and time again, we're proving that everybody loves to watch women's sports.
And what do you like about the idea they're going to be playing in Vancouver and I believe Vancouver and Montreal, the two cities they've named so far for a few of their games, which I think is a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting. And there was a big emphasis today at the press conference that this, it's Toronto's team and it's based in Toronto. Toronto is the home base, but they also want it to be Canada's team. They want Canadians to be able to have accessible women's basketball as well. And so they want to bring regular season games to Vancouver, to Montreal, who knows, maybe more in the future, and just give those people in other cities the chance to watch professional basketball because they don't have that with the men or the women right now.
And Teresa Resch, the former Raptors executive, the president, how important is that to see a woman in the lead role?
It's incredible. And I mean, Teresa has such a great resume and such great experience running a pro sports team. I mean, she was the vice president of the Raptors for such a long time. And she even mentioned today, that experience is going to help her, give these players what they need and be able to treat them like the professional athletes that they are. And I think having that NBA experience is important because, the NBA is one of the top leagues in the world. And so to be able to have that and bring that energy to the women as well, they deserve it just as much. And she will do absolutely, phenomenal in that role. And to have a woman leading this movement and this charge in the city is just really great. And I'm so excited to see, what she does for it and the other women that will be brought on the team and just how she leads this incredible journey that we're about to go on.
And I think it shows the hunger for the game here because they're going to be playing at the Coca-Cola Arena, which is Coliseum, which is like almost 8,000 people, which is a big stadium. And then there's talk they'll have games at Scotiabank as well. I mean, they feel there's an appetite, don't they?
Oh, yeah. I mean, last year when the exhibition game came to Toronto, it sold out Scotiabank Arena, which is over 19,000 seats, in 10 minutes. And then Edmonton this year sold out again. And, the Raptors have always had great numbers throughout the past, I would say, like 10 years as they've built this big culture around basketball in Toronto. And so I think that has just been something we've built over decades, building Toronto into a basketball city and a city where people want to come out and support these athletes. And so I think, there will be no issue selling out Coca-Cola Coliseum, and just the opportunity to be able to play in bigger venues and prove that they could sell out an even bigger arena. I mean, we're seeing this in the WNBA currently, that they're selling out, 17,000 seat arenas every night just for regular games. And so that same energy could be brought to Toronto. And I know Toronto sports fans will be really eager to come and buy tickets.
All right, Chelsea, thank you very much for your insight. Much appreciated.
Thank you.